The ancient Egyptian civilization, pyramids and pharaohs. The ancient Egyptian civilization is one of the most remarkable and enduring cultures in human history. It flourished along the Nile River for over 3,000 years, from around 3100 BCE until the conquest by Alexander the Great in 332 BCE. Ancient Egyptians are best known for their monumental architecture, especially the pyramids, which served as tombs for their pharaohs. These pyramids, such as the Great Pyramid of Giza, demonstrate their advanced knowledge in engineering and mathematics. Pharaohs were considered divine rulers, intermediaries between the gods and the people, and their authority was absolute. Religion played a central role in daily life, with a strong belief in the afterlife that motivated the construction of elaborate tombs and rituals. The Egyptians developed a complex writing system called hieroglyphics, which they used in religious texts, administration, and art. The civilization made significant contributions in fields like medicine, astronomy, and architecture. Despite its decline due to invasions and internal struggles, the legacy of ancient Egypt continues to fascinate and inspire the world. The mysteries of the Mayan civilization. The Mayan civilization thrived in parts of present-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador from around 2000 BCE until the arrival of the Spanish in the 16th century. The Maya are renowned for their impressive cities, advanced knowledge of astronomy, complex calendar systems, and hieroglyphic writing. Despite their achievements, many Mayan cities were mysteriously abandoned between the 8th and 9th centuries CE. Scholars debate the causes, suggesting possibilities like prolonged drought, warfare, environmental degradation, or social upheaval. The civilization's sophisticated understanding of mathematics and timekeeping remains one of its most notable legacies. Today, Mayan descendants still live in Central America, preserving many of their traditions and languages. The rise and fall of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire was one of the largest and most influential empires in history, lasting from 27 BCE, when Augustus became the first emperor, until the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 CE. It controlled vast territories across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Rome's success came from its military strength, political organization, infrastructure like roads and aqueducts, and legal innovations. The empire spread Roman culture, language Latin, and engineering techniques widely. However, internal problems such as political instability, economic troubles, and overexpansion, along with external pressures from invading barbarian tribes, led to its decline. The Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire, continued for nearly another 1,000 years. The Indus Valley Civilization, the forgotten urban culture. The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, flourished around 3300 to 1300 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. It was one of the world's earliest urban cultures, famous for well-planned cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro with advanced drainage systems, grid layouts, and standardized weights. Despite its sophistication, much about this civilization remains a mystery, especially its language, which has not yet been fully deciphered. The reasons for its decline are unclear, but may include climate change, river course shifts, or invasions. The Indus Valley Civilization set foundational aspects of urban planning and culture in South Asia that influenced later societies. Ancient Greece, the birthplace of democracy and philosophy. Ancient Greece is widely regarded as the cradle of Western civilization. Flourishing between the 8th century BCE and the rise of the Roman Empire, it introduced revolutionary ideas in politics, philosophy, art, and science. The city-state of Athens is especially famous for pioneering democracy, allowing citizens to participate directly in decision-making. Greek philosophers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the foundations for Western philosophy and science. Their inquiries into ethics, metaphysics, and politics continue to influence modern thought. In addition, the Greeks excelled in architecture, drama, and athletics, originating the Olympic Games. Despite political fragmentation and frequent warfare among city-states, their cultural achievements remain central to human history. The Inca Empire, engineering marvels of the Andes. The Inca Empire, existing from the early 15th century until the Spanish conquest in the 1530s, was the largest empire in pre-Columbian America. Centered in modern-day Peru, it was renowned for its impressive engineering feats, including the vast network of roads and bridges connecting remote Andean regions. The Incas developed advanced agricultural techniques such as terrace farming and irrigation systems suited to the mountainous terrain. Their capital, Cusco, was a political and religious hub, and Machu Picchu stands today as a testament to their architectural prowess. The empire was highly organized, with a centralized government and efficient resource management. Despite its sudden fall due to disease and conquest, Inca culture and traditions still thrive in the Andes. The Mesopotamian civilization, cradle of civilization. Mesopotamia, located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, modern-day Iraq and parts of Syria, is often called the cradle of civilization. Around 3500 BCE, it witnessed the rise of the first cities such as Uruk and Ur. The Mesopotamians invented cuneiform, one of the earliest writing systems, which they used for record-keeping, literature, and laws like Hammurabi's Code. They developed agriculture through irrigation, created the wheel, and made significant advances in mathematics and astronomy. Their polytheistic religion deeply influenced later cultures. Despite frequent invasions and changing dynasties, Mesopotamia's contributions laid the groundwork for human civilization. The ancient Chinese dynasties, innovations and legacy. Ancient China, with its long dynastic history starting around 2100 BCE, made groundbreaking innovations that shaped not only Asia but the entire world. Dynasties such as the Shang, Zhou, Qin, and Han introduced inventions like paper, the compass, gunpowder, and printing. Chinese philosophy, including Confucianism and Taoism, deeply influenced social structures and governance. The Great Wall and the Terracotta Army exemplify the monumental efforts of these dynasties. China's centralized bureaucracy and silk trade helped it thrive economically and culturally for millennia. This rich legacy continues to influence the modern world. The Phoenician civilization, masters of the ancient seas. The Phoenicians were an ancient Semitic-speaking people who lived along the eastern Mediterranean coast, modern Lebanon and parts of Syria and Israel, from around 1500 BCE to 300 BCE. They were exceptional sailors and traders who established a vast network of colonies across the Mediterranean, including Carthage. They are credited with developing one of the first alphabets, which greatly influenced the Greek and Latin scripts. Phoenician trade brought goods, ideas, and culture throughout the ancient world. Their seafaring skills and commercial acumen left a lasting mark on Mediterranean history. The Olmec civilization, the mother culture of Mesoamerica. The Olmecs, flourishing from about 1400 BCE to 400 BCE along the Gulf Coast of Mexico, are often called the mother culture of Mesoamerica. They are famous for creating colossal stone heads, intricate jade artworks, and for influencing later cultures like the Maya and Aztec. Though much of their language and political structure remains unknown, the Olmecs established early forms of religion, social hierarchy, and calendar systems. Their art and mythology laid the foundation for subsequent civilizations in the region. The Olmec legacy is crucial for understanding the development of complex societies in ancient America.